1, go. What's up, everybody? This is Smokey, and welcome to the Smoke Room, episode 11. Yes, 11. Can you believe it? But on this episode, I got my guest. It's time. Maximus. Introduce yourself.
Hello, it is I, Maximus. Oh man.
See, I don't really know you that well. I talk to you every once in a while. So this is what I like about this show. I get to actually get to talk to you, and I talk to everybody else, and get to know you instead of the character. You know what I mean? Because people know Maximus is a cocky son of a bitch. Y'all know this.
Yeah,
uh,
def- definitely.
well, I'm curious to know. What made you get involved in call? Like, what drove you here?
Well, it actually started when I had picked up WWE 2K17. That's when I started getting into the character creation type thing. And then once we hit 2K19, um, actually, hang on. Let's go back to 2K17. Let me tell you all the monikers and names that I've went through before I finally become Maximus. At first, I was had this dumb gimmicky name known as the Nightmare. It was kind of like I pretty much looked the same body wise, but I had this odd like how can you say it, Road Warriors type face paint. So dumb. Even though it just seemed like there was no point in the face paint because let's face it, I had sunglasses over the face paint, so it was like, what the hell? Let's see. After that, it ended up becoming Maximus Nightmare, and then let's see, Maximus Omega, and then finally Maximus. Although the masterpiece didn't come around until 2K18 when I was involved in a show that was partly ran by me, but not much. Um, that's when the masterpiece gimmick kind of came around. It actually came around during the end of PRWF, and when it finally ended, which was technically on 2K19, but I had left the show before that. So around after 2K18, I started getting involved into other call shows. Um, first of which being Intense Wrestling Association, IWA. It's actually a Facebook fed, and they were the first ones to pick me up. But the second one to ever pick me up was actually GPW, which, now that I look back on it now, I'm just like, holy shit, how did that happen? Um, because literally, all I had to do was go into the DMs and I was like, hey, can I join? And they're like, tell us why you want to be here. And I pretty much told them that the Fed that I was in, PRWF, was gone, so I wanted new shows to join. They're like, all right, we like you, so we're going to bring you in. Within the month, I am your GPW Cruiserweight Champion. Um,
And
and
that's that's cool because you built your way up.
yeah, uh,
You
I
didn't
could
get
actually say
handed it.
this.
You had to
I could,
really work for it.
yeah. Um, I actually won the opportunity in I believe it was a triple threat match between, I think it was between me, it was between me, believe it or not, Jaden Shadow, and damn, I'm trying to figure out the other one's name. Man, that's gonna kill me. Like, I know he was related to Tiffany Lorenzo. But yeah, I had tapped. What is it?
You're vibrating.
But yeah, I won that match, and I went on to GPW Fight Night to take on Austin Lance for the GPW Cruiserweight title and won. Like, which, given I had beaten him before on multiple occasions in a non-title match, so it wasn't really that much different, but it was one of those things that I was just going to win. Like, there was no stopping me. And I could say the same for Intense Wrestling Association, because when I got there, they put me on their developmental brand, ICW Ignite. And funny enough, within the month, I won the ICW Heavyweight Championship. So that was quite fun. Gosh, and that makes me think, like, man, my hair was different. If you want to know what was it?
Go ahead. Can you?
Oh, okay. Well, if you wanted an idea of what my hair was like, basically it was K-Dog's hair right now. But now, obviously, you see me now with the shaved sides and the big. You know, I never could figure out the name for that haircut that I have. I just liked it, which it was suggested to me by when he was really into the community. If anybody remembers Adam Phoenix, he actually helped me pick that hairstyle out and helped me with like the face scan and all that. But with that, you know, changes happened and changes went. I've won quite a bit of world titles, mid-card titles. Although, funny enough, the one thing that I can't say that I've really had a full-on reign with was a tag title. Although, in Apex Wrestling, I did win the Apex Tag Team Championships with Josh Sniper. We were in a faction called Termination Society. But that didn't last very long, and I had left, and it was actually before I had known that we had won the tag team titles. So, yeah, we had to vacate them, and that just kind of sucked. But I'll go ahead and bring it back to you.
I know who Josh Sniper is.
Yeah, well, I think everybody at this point knows who Josh Sniper is, good or bad.
I knew him from the Discord. I met him a long time ago. But he wants to be on this show. I don't know. I ain't really not for sure if I want him on the show yet or not, because he does have a tendency to open his mouth, and I have a tendency to open my mouth too. So I don't know if that's a good combination. Sometimes.
Well, I've never.
What do you think?
Like obviously, we talked to him through the keyboard, like typing on a keyboard and going into chats and to DMs and all that. But funny enough, I've never heard him talk IRL. He's never talked to me IRL, like on a voice call, like on here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how he would act in that setting.
Yeah.
I I think personally he's calmed down a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
he he's a character, man. I
Yeah.
feel do what?
I said, oh yeah, I can tell that already. I know him for a while, and he always has some weird ass shit to say. Hey, for real, he says some off the wall shit sometimes. I'm sitting here
Yeah.
like, okay. Okay, but we're gonna move on to the next question. What what was your first league you saw and you felt like you wanted to give this a try? Like made you just go like, I'm gonna do this.
The first league that I thought, I want to do this. Oh,
Yeah,
um, I, I guess it was the first one that I had joined, really. Intense Wrestling Association on Facebook. I mean, not a lot of Twitter people know it, obviously, but um, you can you can ask Brandon Ace about it and Michael Carter. I know they had recently joined. They're part of the ICW Ignite roster. Um, but yeah, that was the first one that I really wanted to join. I mean, I was kind of new to the call world in terms of just knowing things. So as far as like knowing every Fed and like looking at every Fed and wanting to join something, I wasn't that experted in that area. So it was pretty much Intense Wrestling Association, IWA. That's kind of the answer.
yeah, yeah. Whenever I first started, I wasn't around Twitter either. I didn't wasn't around Twitter till like 2011 or 12, something like that. And I started doing call in 2007. So I found call by being on YouTube, and I found it by this league called SML. You ever hear that league?
The what?
It's SML. It's a
Super Mario.
celebrity and fantasy league.
Oh, I don't know if because the only SML that I know is Super Mario
So
Logan.
SML.
Oh, SNL like the
No,
skits.
it's SML. No, SML. Okay. L, then the Story Mode Federation. But you probably don't know what it is. It's before your time. Because you just got here not too long ago. So this is a league that ended like in 2013, somewhere around there. But it's like a very popular league. It had like 8,000 subscribers to it. It's a pretty big league.
Yeah.
And that's where I came up at this huge community, and it's different from what we deal with now. There's so many different communities scattered everywhere. What
Yeah.
are your feelings about being part of a community, and how do you feel like you can help
About what?
community? How do you feel that you can help grow a community? Like,
Well, that's kind of a odd question for me because I haven't. I don't know if I've helped grow the community, but I would say that I've kind of brought a new element in the form of myself. I mean, I'm. People can say I'm just this flashy, cocky guy, but I mean, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those flashy, cocky guys aren't that don't have that heel weakness. You know that heel weakness that you see in WWE. It's like when they're face, they like stand a fighting chance against the heel or whatever, and eventually overpower them in like a fist fight or something like that. But if you're like a heel, you're just like in the fist fight, and then like you eventually get the upper hand on by the face, and you just get your ass kicked, and hey, that's the end of Raw, guys. It's just like I'm not that kind of heel. Like, most heels like that are like some scary big person gimmick, like fuck,
Or God.
like Sinistrad, like fucking Joe Sinistrad. Dude, he's like the biggest muscular motherfucker that have ever. One of the biggest muscular motherfuckers. Like, funny enough, I beat that guy on NCW. Haha, like that. But, not one of those. Yeah, I'm flashy. Yeah, I'm cocky. But if there's one thing I'm not, I'm a coward. I'm not a coward. Like, I'm not scared of any of you that claim to be some uninteresting threat, some gigantic human that's only using their size to intimidate people, even though they lack the skill to put someone down, like Sinistrad. I'm just different. I'm different. I'm different from all of you. I'm the small person
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing though. You want to be different.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be different from everybody. I mean, shit, the whole community. The whole community.
I never will be like anybody. I never will be like anybody else ever.
Yeah.
Cause I always got this rule for myself: always be unique. Always, because I've been around for a long time, and the only reason why I've been able to adapt and evolve myself is because of that. If I was like everybody else, I would not have been here. I'd have been like, fuck this guy. I've seen this before. Fuck him. And then I'd be on my way. But the fact that I ended up having the looking up, like I came to Twitter and I seen all y'all out in here, and I started talking with y'all now. I didn't know all about this stuff. I never joined the eFed before until this probably last year or so. I was in story feds, and so this whole experience is new to me. It's all new to me. I'm still adjusting myself to it. I've been telling everybody that because it is. It's a weird situation for me to be in because I'm used to being in a situation where everybody knows who I am. Everybody. And to come here and they just look at you like, "Who are you?" They're like, "Good. I want that. I want you to say that. That's good. Do that." I love that because it's a challenge for me.
Speaking of that, I have that feeling because I'm gonna try to go over to the Xbox side too, and god damn, I know that that's gonna be the situation when I get over there. God damn, because if I fight people, like some people are gonna know me over there. Tiffany Razor is gonna know me over there. PJ Moon is gonna know me over there. And among me. I'm sorry, what?
I said, I know who PJ Moon is. He used to follow me.
Yeah, man. I was in one of his. Funny enough, he was streaming Fire Pro, I guess, and I guess I had jumped in the party while he was streaming Fire Pro, and I kind of. He said it was all right for me to stay, but I kind of felt kind of like a nuisance because I really didn't want to mess up anything regarding to a stream. But speaking of that, but yeah, I mean, I have that thought going on to the Xbox side because it's just gonna be a different thing for me, even though I know I'm probably gonna kill it. I mean, it's EFED, it's something that I'm used to. something that I'm probably always going to be
Yeah.
in. I'm just really comfortable with it.
Yeah, but it's always good. It's always good to try different things. You know, it's always if you stay complacent being in the same situation, then you won't never grow as a character. So it's good to actually try something.
Well, you see, that's not why.
People won't.
I know what you're thinking. Like that I won't try Sim or something like that. That's
No, no, ain't nothing. There wasn't nothing about that. It's just I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead, continue. Go ahead.
but I've thought that I would probably like to try Sim. So this was months ago. But then it's not so much the type of wrestling show that it is, because I think it's cool. I think it's cool to make your own edits and make the match look like super great, you know? But I look on Twitter and I see the people on the Sim side. It's just, and I'm not saying all of them are like this, obviously. Okay, because I know Sim people who are like really cool. Um, but you know, I see people like,
Um,
what is it?
I, I don't really notice people on the sim side because what I'm trying to figure out is why do people confuse the sim side, the story feds? Because the sim side is not the story feds. They're two different. I'm trying to figure out why everybody's trying to say that what I do is the sim when it's not, and I get confused by that.
Yeah, which like, damn, there was like a whole debate over Sim and AFED on the TL a few months ago, and it wasn't really some of them brought up good points. Some of them actually wanted to bring explanations into the mix. A lot of it though was just bashing people's attires and looks and all that, and it was just like, this is not helping the debate. And it's not just the EFED people doing that; it's also the Sim people. Because damn, there are some Sim people that, God, I would dread being in a party with, like like the way they just talk to people, like so dumb. Like there's just these people that think that every call has to be this fashionista, just some fashionista, super plastic doll, pretty person that, I don't know, that has big boobs or something.
Who thinks that? That's the first time I heard that. I got thank you, Max. I needed that last. I heard that before.
Well, it's like no one ever wants to say anything about this. I mean, oh my God, there's some people. It's just like there's people that say, "Oh, I'm gonna drag you on the timeline," and it's like, oh wow, because saying the word drag is gonna make you sound way more mature in this argument. It's like, I'm gonna I'm gonna drag you on the timeline, which I guess it just means make fun of someone. I guess I don't know where they get it. I don't know where they get. Yeah, it's like,
We're gonna move on. What
yeah.
I don't know if I asked you this, but what are your goals for the rest of the year?
Oh, I got three in particular, actually four. Um, I'd like to have a successful run with my Vision stable. Me, V Ultima, and Xander Cruz. Now, when I say my vision stable, I don't mean that all the calls are me, because I know people have already had suspicion of that. No, it's not that all the calls are me. Yes, I've made those calls, but real other people play those characters, and they're actually friends that I've had IRL over the years. One, one was from school. One was from a friend of another friend from school. Yes, I know one's more active and one's just quiet as hell. I see you over there, Xander. Um, but I would like to have a successful run with the vision. Um, but like I was saying, another goal would be to become the NCW World Heavyweight Champion. And, I think that would, it just fits. Because, there's been, so many opportunities. Dude, when I first walked into NCW, I won my first match. I won the live title. And then, I lost the live title because it's the live title. It bounces from everybody. It's like the 24/7 title of NCW. But let's see. Later on, I got put into a elimination chamber match. Whoever won would face the world heavyweight champion at the time. I believe it was. Oh man, what was his name? I can't remember. It was some guy. It was some really tall guy. Anyway, I won the elimination chamber and I went. Yeah, some tall guy. But I won the elimination chamber. I went to go face Mr. Tall Guy. Actually, now I remember the tall guy's name. It was Dave Rogers. And yeah, I had actually went into the match injured prior to another match that I had. I guess the injury just carried over to that match. And, I tried my best, but where I was injured, all it took was him to hit one power bomb, and that was it. So, I'm out of the world heavyweight title picture. I then go on to win the United States title from Evan Epic. Then I lose it to Yuri Kato. Later on, I win the Intercontinental title from K-Dog. I'm over here like, hey, bitch, you still can't beat me. I then later, I had a pretty good reign with that one. But when I did lose it, I lost it against Cody Hagan. Which I'm sure he's lost it by now. But I then started the Vision around that time. We haven't had a good run in NCW yet. All I got to do is wait, because I know that V, Ultima, and Xander Cruz are going to turn this around, because I just know them. But I actually got to compete in a qualifier match that got me into the World Heavyweight title elimination chamber. So I was in the chamber match, which given Xander also got into the hardcore title match. He was actually in the last two competitors, but he ended up getting beaten by King Alpha, or Furry King. He shares a lot of furry things, so I assume he's a furry. Well, that's the only thing I can.
Don't be messing with Alpha like
that. Hey, it's just, I'm just like, whatever you're into, I don't care. But
King Mabel.
Yeah. But, I got into my World Heavyweight title match. I think I was like the second or third one eliminated, which was funny because me and the champion at the time, Tony Lee Williams, got eliminated by this guy we just fucking hate. Because it's just the person behind it. But that doesn't matter right now. But like, man, we both got eliminated by Eric Lopez, and I was kind of pissed how it went about because literally all the matches that I've had with Eric Lopez in them, I've choked the bitch out, even though he's like 4 times my size. Which I thought was cool as fuck, to be honest. I think I beat him to get into the finals of the Dragon Star Heavyweight title match tournament, which I then lost.
Yeah.
Which I then lost in the finals to Lucifer Mox. But there was another opportunity where I did not win the World Heavyweight title for NCW. And I'm just like, fuck. But, you know who did win? It was K-Dog. And I was just like, I beat that guy for the Intercontinental title of NCW. So I was like, well, shit, all I need to do is get another opportunity at this guy and I'll be set. Dude loses on an episode of NCW. He loses the title to Joey Hartman on literally the next episode of NCW. And I'm just so pissed. I'm so pissed that he lost
happens that way. It happens weird.
Yeah. It was just like it was just like damn it, Max Maximus versus K-Dog for the NCW heavyweight title is a fucking barn burner money maker of a match. And it's just like I'm just like, fuck, you just lost it to Joey Hartman, damn it, K-Dog. It's just like it's like
yeah. That's a good answer. You give me some good answers and very detailed answers, so it's helping me a lot. I appreciate that.
I've got some more for you for that question, actually.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and continue.
But I've got something set for NCW right now. I'm in their King of the Ring tournament. So, I assume how it goes is whoever wins that tournament gets a world heavyweight title, world heavyweight title shot. And whether it be K-Dog or
title, oh man, damn.
Well, a world heavyweight title shot. Whoever wins that tournament. But whether it be K-Dog or Jerry Hartman, they're in for it. I swear, because if I win that tournament, I'm getting that title. Other one would probably be to get the GPW World Heavyweight title or just World title, because it's kind of weird because like they have a World Heavyweight title and then they just have a World title. I never understood that. They should have just made one like the Universal title. They really should. And I feel like people just hate using that phrase because of the actual Universal title that everyone hates. But I've had 2 opportunities now to get into a match like that. I mean, after I had lost the Cruiserweight title for the 3rd time, I got put in a World Heavyweight title or a World title qualifier match. It was a qualifier tournament. I won in the second round against Brad Skeens, but then I got beat by Ryan Riley in the second round. But then I won the TV title from Brett Storm, which then I lost to Michael Blaze, which then I won from Michael Blaze, and then I lost to Michael Blaze, and that was the end of my TV title reigns. But then I was back to the Cruiserweight title, which I had won from Zach Adams. If you know who Zach Adams is, but I'll always know.
Not really.
I'll always know who Zach Adams is because I really had some good matches with him. He's a good guy. But I then lost it to Zach Knight at, I think, Crash Landing, I believe. And then I won it back at GPW's Winner's Circle, which is like their biggest pay-per-view. So, and it also cemented myself as the 5-time Cruiserweight champion, which is the most times held by anybody. And the only one below me is like Eric Hale. And then I went on to, right after I went on to lose against Brandon Ace, and I know you know who Brandon Ace is.
Yeah, I know who he is.
After that, I got put in the Velocity tournament. It was actually a tournament that whoever won got a title shot of their choosing for any title. Well, you know me. You know what title I was going for. So I was really into this tournament. And I actually made it to the finals of the tournament against Richard Knight at the pay-per-view, conveniently named Velocity. That was why we had a Velocity tournament. And disappointingly, I lost at Velocity. Fuck me. But, it's okay, because I've qualified for the GPW Money in the Bank match. So you will see me at GPW Money in the Bank. And you will most likely see me as the GPW Mr. Money in the Bank. But, that's all I have on that. I would really like to become GPW heavyweight or world champion. And for the final... Go ahead.
Just keep on doing what you're doing and you eventually get there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's only a matter of time, man. I mean, I'm holding 6 belts right now. I'm 6 belt Maximus. But like I was saying, I guess the last thing I'd like to grab on my list is the GCA Global Championship, which is currently held by James Frost, if I believe. Given the man deserves it.
I want to ask you just one more question. I want to ask you this question, so I can finally get it out. What is something that you feel like you need to improve on? Everybody has something they need to improve on. What is yours?
That's a good question.
Would you want me to give you an example of what I did, what mine is, to give you a better idea?
Nah, I think I know what it is. It'd probably be my like my speed, I guess, with grappling holds. I I would like to grapple people faster. It's not so much my strikes are the problem. It's just my grapple shit, man. That's on point. It's like I need to up my game with these grapples. If I have to call Dean Malenko, if I have to call Dean Malenko, I will call Dean Malenko the man of 1,000 holds.
Yeah. I think that is the first time I heard that. What I meant was like whenever I try to say that I need to work on something, it's like I need to work on my voice promos or something like that because I feel like nobody's ever perfect. If you feel like you're perfect, that's when you make the worst mistake. You can make improvements in anything you do in this. That's why we're doing this for fun. There's always something that you can improve on and have fun, you know. And that's the reason why I always keep coming back and everything else because I feel like I never can be satisfied with what I'm doing. You know, that sucks because I can make a bomb ass tire, and about 2 hours later, I'll make another one because I'm satisfied.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. There's things with that I kind of get not fully satisfied on, oh, like my face textures, man. Like I was pretty happy with my one for 2K19, but the person who had used it on me didn't have it, so I couldn't bring it with me to 2K20. I was super disappointed. I've just kind of made it work with this new one for 20, which I think works well enough, I guess. My lips are a little bit too red, but oh well, I'll roll with it. Which it'll be a forgotten memory once all the 2K19 servers shut down and everyone goes to 20. So I could just throw that in the past.
Is there anything that you would want to plug, like your channel? Did you do anything on your channel that you want to advertise?
Oh no, man! I don't really do anything on my YouTube channel. I think the last time that I did anything on my YouTube channel was play Soul Calibur online and lose 5 turns straight.
Tell people your Twitter handle or how they can find you. So if they ain't heard you or if they ain't seen you before, they can find
you. I'm sorry. What was that?
I said, if tell people your Twitter or how to get a hold of you if they want to talk to you about joining their league. How will they be able to get a hold of you?
Oh, that's easy. You could find me at Maximus is Better on Twitter, or you can find me on Instagram, which I probably won't talk to anyone on Instagram because let's face it, it's Instagram. But you can find me on Instagram at Maxterpiece99. And that's pretty much.
It is pretty useless.
Yeah, I just don't care for Instagram. I literally, last time I went on there was because a friend of mine did a live stream, and I just wanted to hear them.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on here, and I'm sorry it took me so long to get you on here. I've just been dealing with all kinds of shit, but I appreciate you coming on here, and I get to actually talk to you and listen to you what you've been up to and everything else. And I've actually learned a lot about you, and I'm able to carry that from here. You know, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. It's kind of cool to be on. It's kind of cool to be on an interview because I've never been on an interview before. Well, actually, yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. I've actually been on All Star Talk before on All Star Wrestling. It was once.
Yeah.
And it was before an open. It was before an.
Better.
Yeah.
It get better though, because this is the first time me and you ever talking. So now that I know how you are, the second time I interview you will be a lot better, and I'll be a lot more prepared, and then we can actually have a better conversation. I feel like this one's basically like letting the fans know who you are. The next one's gonna be blah blah blah. You know. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. But we're gonna have to head out. It's 45 minutes in. To everybody that's watching the Smoke Room, that's still watching, I appreciate it. Cause without y'all, I don't know if I would have continued doing this as long as I have. I'm going on episode 12 in the next episode. Please subscribe and like my stuff, cause it's not adding up how many subscribers I got and only get like 20 views. But like my stuff, subscribe to my stuff, like it, and support the new people. Like support Maximus. Maximus, he don't need a bigger ego, but go support him. Support his ego. He needs it.
Make my head bigger than it already is.
But yeah, man, I appreciate it. And everybody else, peace out from the Smoke Room. Peace.